Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mayur Shinde, presenter and author for the project named Multi-Source Energy Harvesting System. Co-authors are Praful Saluge, Uday Prajapati, Parag Wagh and Vinayak Chaskar. Our mentor is Professor Vijay Palyada. The main aim of our project is to make use of alternative sources of energy and provide an energy efficient solution for low power and ultra low power electronic devices. Let's begin with the presentation. So, what was the thought that led to take us this project? The increase in the demand of energy resources is high. The overall energy consumption of different conventional as well as non-conventional energy resources can be seen from this graph. This made us to think about alternative sources of energy. Different sources of energy including solar energy, wind energy, thermal energy, energy from electromagnetic radiation, vibrational energy, etc. are part of the alternative sources of energy. With this, we came across the concept of energy harvesting. Energy harvesting is the process of harnessing energy that is freely available in the environment. Accordingly, we made some literature survey and we found that research and technical papers are being published in large number. Continuous efforts are put in by scientists all over the world in the field of energy harvesting. Some of the citations or references that we refer to design our solution are given here. First one is the research paper by John Teramboli. This paper presents the use of solar, wind and thermal energy harvesting for charging mobile phones in rural areas. Second reference is of Nathan Rihelli. This paper presented describes the harvester circuit for piezoelectric energy harvester. The third reference is of Daniel Harris. This paper presents the use of RF antenna and charge pump technology for RF energy harvesting. Keeping these references in mind, we designed our solution. Our solution consists of three alternative energy sources. It consumes less power. The solution is cost effective and it is easy to manufacture and maintain. The proposed solution can be seen in this point. The three main sources of energy used are thermal energy, vibrational energy and energy from radiations. This is a general block diagram which explains our solution. The energy is harnessed from these sources. The energy is power conditioned and stored in the storage elements. This is the main block diagram of our project. These are the three input sources. Three separate mechanisms are used for the input sources. Similarly, separate power conditioning units are used for the three input sources. The power that is conditioned is stored in the power management unit and is supplied to the loads. The description of the block diagram is given in this form. The four modules, that is the thermoelectric module, piezoelectric module and RF module and the power management unit. Each module has a separate input source and power conditioning circuit as seen in the previous block diagram. The power management unit aggregates the overall energy that is generated by the three sources. The energy is stored in supercapacitors and the harvested energy is supplied to the loads. Now, I will give you the implementation of our project. To begin with the thermoelectric module, we have used thermoelectric mechanism. A transducer, that is a TEG, a thermoelectric generator, is used in this mechanism. This thermoelectric generator generates equivalent electrical energy depending upon the thermal variation that are sensed by its opposite ends. We use TEC 12706 and mounted them on heat sinks. Both the TEGs are connected in parallel combination. The output voltage generated from this mechanism varies from 300 mV to 500 mV for a temperature difference ranging from 25 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius. This voltage is given to a boosting circuit. The boosting circuit employs use of IC B22550 provided by Texas Instruments. This is an ultra low power, highly efficient DC to DC boost converter IC. It has a low startup voltage of 330 millivolt. Once started, this IC can harvest energy from this mechanism with input voltage as low as 80 millivolts. Secondly, we have the piezoelectric module. The piezoelectric module also has a mechanism of an array of 20 piezoelectric discs connected in parallel combination. A uniform pressure is being applied over this mechanism with the help of springs. The output voltage generated from this piezoelectric mechanism is about 20 volt peak AC. This output voltage is given to rectifier and comparator circuit. The rectifier output voltage is given to the comparator circuit containing an IC TLV3011 divided by TI. It is a comparator IC having a threshold voltage of 1.25 volt. The output voltage generated by the comparator IC is given to a regulating circuit. The regulating circuit consists of IC TPS62120 divided by TI. It is an ultra low power step down converter IC which generates an regulated DC voltage of 2 volt. Thirdly, we have the RF module. The RF module consists of an RF microstrip patch antenna. It is an omniscient tri-band antenna which can be tuned to 3 different frequencies, namely 93 MHz, 1.8 GHz and 2.4 GHz. This antenna is connected to a matching network and voltage jumping circuit. The voltage jumping circuit is a 3-stage billiard voltage jumping circuit. It doubles the voltage and rectifies it. This voltage generated by the RF antenna is stored in the power management unit. Finally, we have the power management or storage unit. This unit consists of 2 supercapacitors to store the energy generated from the piezoelectric module and thermoelectric module, while a normal electrolytic capacitor is used for the RF module. All the capacitor units are connected in parallel combination. The final connection is given to the loads through a manual switch. The backward flow of the current is prevented by the use of Schottky diodes. Now, I will give you the results that were obtained from our project. Firstly, the results of the thermoelectric module are displayed here. As you can see in the table, for a temperature difference of 10 to 25 degrees Celsius, the output voltage of the thermoelectric module is about 1.95 volt. And for the upper extreme value, that is temperature difference of 35 to 40 degrees Celsius, the output voltage is about 5.87 volt. These results can be plotted graphically as shown here. Secondly, the results of the piezoelectric module. Here you can see the input to the voltage regulator IC that has been employed using uniform pressure equivalent to 15 volt AC from the piezoelectric module, and this is the output that is obtained from the piezoelectric module. You can see here, as the input voltage ranges from 3 volt to and increasing towards 3.5 volt, the output voltage of the piezoelectric module varies from 1.64 volt and reaches to a constant DC voltage of around 2 volt. These results can be graphically plotted as seen here. Finally, the results of the RF module. The charging rate of a normal capacitor used in the RF module in presence of an activated mobile phone is around 3 to 4 millivolt per minute. The power generated from the RF module is in nanowatts. Now, I will give you the application of our project. The main application of our project is in wireless sensor networks. Our project can power the wireless sensor nodes which capture the parameters in the surrounding and transfer it to other places. Our project also finds application in defense system where the availability of heat, vibration or pressure and RF radiation is eminent. Our project can also be employed in industrial plants and like in production lines, boiler systems and other areas. Our project can also be used in locomotive rail parts which generate a lot of amount of vibration, pressure, and the harvested energy can be used to power railway platforms, railway signals as well as trains. Another application also includes RF communication systems. The RF communication systems transmit high power from the base station. This power can be captured with the help of the RF mechanism. The conclusion that were drawn from the project are listed here. The system harvests energy with simple and cost-effective solution. This system can harvest energy on a constant basis in the presence of the energy sources. It can also supply power to low and ultra low power electronic devices such as transceiver modules, microcontroller boards, wireless sensor nodes, etc. Now, I will give you the benefits and limitations of our project. The benefits are the unutilized energy that otherwise goes wasted can be put to good use. The project can be used as a backup source when used on large scale. On a large scale platform, this project can supplement the conventional energy resources in critical conditions. This system can be manufactured easily, can be installed and maintained in a very easy way. The limitations of our project include maintenance of piezoelectric mechanism. The piezoelectric mechanism has springs as well as normal piezoelectric discs which are to be replaced from time to time. The limited operating temperature of our TEG is a hurdle. The minimum energy harvesting from the RF module is due to the low gain of the RF antenna. We have used manual power management unit employing a switch. The future work related to our project are listed here. Use of high sensitivity piezoelectric polymer materials. The highly sensitive polymer materials can produce more amount of power in comparatively less vibrations as compared to the piezoelectric discs. The TEG having a wide temperature range can be employed in our project which can withstand the extreme temperatures. The improvement in efficiency of RF module can be done with the help of high gain RF antenna. The power management unit can be made automatic with the help of proper electronic circuit. With proper use of assembly components, the modules can be made compact and which can increase the portability of the system. Lastly, these are the references that were used to realize our project.